about it for like 10 years straight. I hope I'm not too late. I got no time to wait. I've been down way too long. Wanna see better days. Man, why does it feel like I'm caught in a vein? I needed someone tell me where were you at. Told me that you know.
Gordon out there with Walker. Then there's Black. Then it's MP. And it's Puffkin in a shooting guard. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Now here's Vucevic. 6 to shoot. Dallas needs to get off a shot. On three, it's hauled in by Gordon.
Well, despite the miss, obviously the shot this offense looking to generate is exactly that.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against Dallas just played phenomenal. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he did everything else he could have wanted as well, ending with a triple-double. It was a performance that will stick with the fans for a long time. Let's see what he has in store for us in this one.
Great stuff, Allie. It certainly was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
Now, here's MT. Back to Black. Golden State moving the ball around. Gordon gets to Alston. Fires for three.
Ball with it. On the court right now for Dallas. They've got Nikola Vucevic. Flag is out there with Ayo Dosunmu. Then it's Malik Monk, and it's Ball in at the point. Got the flag from the arc. Walker pulls down the board.
Well, I love the confidence. Keep shooting it. Eventually, he's got to start making some, right?
From deep, MP. He drops it from range. MP's got 40 points.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Mavericks just played phenomenal. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. And he was huge for them in that one. Talking to his coaches pregame, they hope he can repeat that performance with another one here tonight. Back to you.
Great report there, Allie. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Grant.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, BA. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
Well, I expect they'll go to him early here, hoping for a repeat performance. Bad what he said. Bad what he said. We're gonna stand.
So with Irving on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Vucevic is out there with Flag. Then it's Malik Monk. Then it's Dosunmu, and it's Ball in its point guard. Now here's MT. After the miss from Malik Monk. Takes the three. A nice shot by Black.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so here is Dallas. In the second quarter, held scoreless. Right side, Ball. Vucevic setting the bid for Ball. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Mavericks was tremendous. He dropped an amazing number of points and put up double digits in 3 categories. And the entire NBA talking about his performance. It was that special. Can he do it again? We'll see, guys.
Allie, we appreciate the update. It certainly was a special night for him.
Blessed my enemies and rest in peace. Say goodbye, fighting to the death of me. Got scars up on my arm. 'Cause I saw how Lucy came to me when I lost my son.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
They've got Anthony Black. Aaron Gordon is out there with Jarris Walker. Then it's MP, and it's Bufkin in at the 2 spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Clock is at 3.
Even though the heat coming at me, I can take it, kill it like I'm killing this beat. That's art. Even though I'm coming out the age, I done made it growing up on that minimum wage. That's art. Came a long way from that ramen on my plate. Hit a bar sales, ordered me a steak. That's art. She was in my face talking about she need a date. Till I threw that left hand in her face. That's art. Unhealth was my face. Now I'm living over face.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Black is out there with Gordon. Then there's Jarris Walker. Then it's MP. And it's Pumpkin in at the shooting guard. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Mavericks just played phenomenal. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. He was locked in all night long. We'll see if that focus carries over into this game, guys.
Thanks, as always, Allie, for that great report. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Well, he really... That's as good as it gets.
Well-rounded effort, and they showed no signs of letting up.
And because of that, this one looks like a bit of a mismatch.
And that great replay brought to us by the AT&T Connected Team. Pass to Dosunmu. No one around.
Ain't no stopping me, but keep it hot. Yeah, we keep it hot. Look at that street.
In my slab with the
Say
blood
them
and
niggas
hands
dead,
when I
gonna
creep. Hit my knees before I hit the streets to make them ends meet. I'm a lone star, baby. You know Texas made a key, and you know I set the beat.
Taking a look at the Mavericks. They've got Nikola Vucevic. Lonzo Ball is out there with Malik Monk. Then there's Ayo Dosunmu, and it's Flag in at the 4-man spot. Now here's Vucevic. Still without a bucket. 6 on the shot clock. Here's
Coming. Book in my head, arm hanging out the window, slowing line with it. Riding slow in my
Cadillac, go street.
hoping boys on double cross, cause I keep my Jesus peace.
I'm from this, they keep it hot, yeah, we keep it hot. There's a big street, well, show them my Cadillac, slide through the street. Hope them boys will roll across, that I keep my Jesus peace. Then I say, don't treat, drop, ain't no stopping me.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
So with Irving on the bench, here's a 5 for Jason Kidd right now.
What a fancy finish.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T.
I think the money on justice, round me, justice,
Now, here's Ball. Still yet to score. Pass to Flag. Vucevic's screen on Gordon. Ball for 3. And the rejection by MP. Irving's checked in for Lonzo Ball.
Ain't no stopping me, but keep it hot. Yeah, we keep it hot. Let that Jack speak. Ready from a dog,
Now, Vucevic. Here's Dosunmu. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around.
his presence, I'm a 17. I'm a eloquent. Just my nigga feeding nigga feeding on his benevolent. Like shows in my Cadillac. Through the streets, on them boys on double cross. But I keep my Jesus peace. Flat shit, ain't no green. Ain't no stepping me.
Irving for three. Buffkin with a rebound.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
They just need a spark. This is when your leaders...
God ain't no stopping me to keep it hot. Yeah, we keep it hot. Just like Jesus feet. We move it like this.
Irving for three.
Ain't no stopping me. We keep it hot. Yeah, we keep it hot. Just like Texas Pete. Ran slow in my Cadillac. Slide through the street. Hope them boys on double cross. But I keep my Jesus peace. Feel like shit. Hit 03. Why? Ain't no stopping me. We keep it hot. Yeah, we keep it hot. Just like Texas Pete.
In my slab with the Bible on the dash. When I creep, hit my knees before I hit the streets to make them ends meet. I'm a lone star, baby. You know Texas made a key. And you know I set the door. Hit that church in Easter Pete.
On time, break the stone, time, fuck it, keep the circuit.
I'm the tree like I keep. I can keep my number one.
Here's Irving. Can they get it? Off the inbound. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
One thing that stands out about Kyrie Irving, obviously, his creativity, especially when it comes to his handle, as good as it gets.
So for Dallas, Gafford comes in for Vucevic. And it's Davis in for Monk. And so MP will bring it up for Golden State. Forget just winning the title. The question is, will this team lose a game in the playoffs?
I'm not sure, B.A. I mean, they've won their first 9 games of the playoffs. They're the hottest team in the world right now. Unless something drastic changes, they're on a collision course with the Larry O'Brien Trophy.
On the court right now for the Mavericks. A pair of first overall picks in the front court. Flag and Davis. Kyrie Irving out there with Ayo Dosunmu. And it's Gafford in at the 5. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Mavericks was tremendous. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. And really, it's a game that will stand out when you look at his career, considering how absurd some of those numbers are. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
One of the that I take a really deep, that I no three dot ain't stopping me. Keep it hot. You can still keep it hot. Just like Texas Pete. Out now. Ain't going down. When I'm down, out now. It's me with that blouse. Keep that bounce. Telling they tripping. Living like that. I went out now. I love the flow. Follow the mission. Feel like dirt back in me. Beat that you headed to head. Don't know why they count me reverend. From Dallas to Philly and DC to Texas. Dallas back to ATL. But you can't take that Texas with that boy, can't you tell? Tell them I smell fine and chloe, and right hand in hell. And it's business to my skeleton. They say people
Guys are looking for a way to score here.
They've had a tough time taking the lid off.
You're out there with Black. Then it's MP. And it's Buffkin in at the 2-guard spot. That's the Warriors 5. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Mavericks was tremendous. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. And with the flashy numbers he put up in that one, it's worth the price of admission just to see how he follows it up. Guys?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Well, he really lit it up. Maybe we'll see a repeat performance tonight.
And another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. In the corner, it's Flag. Dallas no good that time either.
And they just can't find a way to end this thing. Nothing falling right now.
They just need a spark. This is when your leaders have to step up. What a performance for him on the offensive end. He's been fantastic the entire game.
Here's Dosunmu. Following the basket by MP. Irving finds Jeffrey. Dallas moving it around. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Davis.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rush press offensively. They could really use a basket.
On the court right now for Dallas. A pair of first overall picks to the front court. Flag and Davis. Dosunmu is out there with Kyrie Irving. And it's Gafford in at the 5, roaming the paint. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Mavericks just played phenomenal. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he did everything else he could have wanted as well, ending with a triple-double. And just a huge game for him.
And it's Irving with the ball for Dallas.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
On the court for the Mavericks. And it's small and powerful. It'll be Flag and Davis. Irving is out there with Dosunmu. And it's Gafford in at the...
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
We've got Walker. He's out there with Anthony Black. And it's Bofkin in at the shooting guard position. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field. It seems really frustrating.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, guys. Well, MP in their last time out against the Mavericks just played phenomenal. He ended up up with a jaw-dropping amount of points and put up double digits in 3 categories. Such an impressive effort. The team relied on him, and he delivered.
All right, Allie, thanks for the update. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Graham.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, BA. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
Well, I expect they'll go to him early here, hoping for a repeat.
No time spent, way past rent, and I am not talking real estate when I talk temple. Soon as I mention sin, they gon' call me judgmental. When you live in it, it's all laughs and giggles. You call to them jiggle, and ain't nobody there to give you. That's why I'm grateful, because you say me and you ain't have nothing. That ain't go if I'm in a black dress, that in the black thing, you must tell it. My boy, my body, everything I'm glad. I'm just here to stay safe, but I don't care if no one else. I get on it. Somebody gotta do it. I know. Somebody gotta do it. I watch it. Do it. We survive outside, all from the music. What? It ain't what it mean. What the hell nigga? Welcome home. This is not his home. This is a
Taking a look at the Mavericks. A pair of first overall picks in the front court. Flag and Davis. Kyrie Irving out there with Ayo Dosunmu. And it's Gafford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. They get the rebound.
And with his team trying to trim this margin, his struggles this quarter, they're not helping things.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against Dallas just played phenomenal. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. Truly, one of the most exceptional performances we've seen in recent memory. A monster night for him. Back to you.
Allie, we appreciate the update. Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
Expect them to go to him early and often. Don't want to let that hot hand go to waste.
Now here's Walker. He's scoreless. Clock at 4. And another dime for him. That's another dime from him.
He's tallying them up fast, B.A.
Here's Irving.
And they're going to play 94 feet of defense here. They're going to try to make something happen with the full court press. Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
Out left to the wing. MP outside. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Another possession, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
I mean, keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates, incredible.
Pass to Irving. Outside Davis. Back to Irving.
No exaggeration, daddy Haitian, mama Brooklyn made. I was caught up in a maze trying to find a way out. First time smoking with the drummer in the church, how that play out? Religious stuff was played out. Really wouldn't work like these church folk acting the worst. I was dazed and confused, so I blazed on a few on a day. But the Lord saved me. He was like, get about that fun. Called you before your mama knew you watched your hypocrites, but believe me, they was nice. Who don't know by their fruits, and that's how they gon' know.
They need to stop this run.
You know what, Kev? I think it's time to switch some things up, either by going to your bench or with a different look defensively to disrupt their rhythm.
Walker out there with Anthony Black. Then it's MP. And it's Pumpkin in at the shooting guard position. That's the Warriors 5. Dallas again missing.
Sometimes the game requires you to just keep at it, so he's got to be aggressive.
And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Mavericks was tremendous. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. He was really special in that game, and they're hoping he can repeat that kind of performance tonight. Guys, back to you.
Excellent report, Allie. Thank you. In stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Great. He'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contribution. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
Hands it from downtown.
And once again, the defense allowing him to get a clean look at that triple. He continues to do some big-time damage from downtown.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill. He's having a tough quarter scoring the basketball, able to help them close this gap.
And the dunk by MP.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is coming along. They're putting in the effort to distance it.
You gon' have to show me for real. Look for you in your bride's eyes, and they was phony for real. Church folks acting like demons, Zach and Cody for real. They wasn't right, they was Ginobili for real. Dang, they couldn't see I was hurting, couldn't see I was burdened. They lifting their hands in worship, cause you out after service. Supposed to be watched by the blood, at least that's what we was learning. We face to face, but that ain't what I'm discerning. For real, I mean, I know they ain't perfect, but we supposed to be ambassadors. They looking at the church and then they laugh at us. They seeing how we treat each other, they sit back and they clap for us. Like thanks for putting on the show, we love the way you act for us. You supposed to be some actors. I let the spirit show me the truth. He said live your life as if I made my appeal through you. I see God changing the ethos, putting aside our egos and opening up our hearts so we can see so.
Dosunmu has to Irving. MP with a block. And that'll be Dallas's ball as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks able to keep the possession. From deep three-point land. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer. But it's off target. And so it's the Golden State Warriors making this game a no contest. They poured it on early, and they've never let up. And they've been shooting the lights out from the arc. All those threes have this poised for a blowout. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
I'ma jump myself, I come up cooking this sticks, no guns, man, I'm in a bandit. When I'm in trouble, God coming in nigga, your time ain't talking about candy. He opened the door and I'm trying to be close, so I'm gonna sit when I'm branded. Walking that house, they got this nigga in tongues, they talking about Spanish. Like C said, what it, I can do anything if they with me. That's what living is for.
And let's get you back to the action as game 2 is getting underway. MP really making a difference here.
He was their offensive catalyst in the first half, working hard to get the whole team involved.
He is spreading it around so well all over the floor. The defense really can't take anything away.
Holmgren is out there with Brandon Pajemski. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Mitchell Robinson. And it's Alston in at the 1. So that's the group out there for Golden State. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Mavericks was tremendous. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he did everything else he could have wanted as well, ending with a triple-double. He just went out there and played his game, absolutely owning the opposition in the process. Back to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Well, he really lit it up. Maybe we'll see a repeat performance.
First to me, I feast on the bread of life and taking corporate from Eddie, but this is the perfect meal.
numbers. I told him I'm flipping the numbers. The Bible's a vibe. I don't gotta rap on my body or show up to parties or pop on Molly to vibe. I ain't gotta hate on nobody or cover on nothing, cause I know that Jesus provide. God gave me the recipe, ain't no deceiving me. Inhale, exhale, I know he ain't leaving me. Had to cut the ties with anxiety, it was really trying me. God showed me Satan was supplying me with Satan. Yeah, for God has not given us a spirit of fear or timidity, but a power, love. God showed me Satan was supplying me. 2 Timothy 1:7. Yeah. I say God gave me the recipe, ain't no deceiving me. Inhale, exhale, I know he ain't leaving me. Had to cut the ties with anxiety, it was really trying me. God showed me Satan was supplying me, so I had to release the burden, let it go, so I could dream the way you redeemed me. Sun shining on me, no soul.
And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Dallas. Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Jason Kidd. In it small and powerful. It'll be flagged in Davis. Then there's Daniel Gafford. That's Kyrie Irving. Here's Irving. Following the basket by MT. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Mavericks just played phenomenal. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and that's not to mention the fact that by the end of the night, he had a triple-double. That night will be etched in people's memories. He was relentless. I'm curious to see how he follows it up. Guys?
Hey, Allie, thanks for the great report. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
Over a minute and a half into the third quarter of action. And on the way from her.
The enemy tried to deceive us all, like pray can't break it all. You fall, gotta get back up, just shake it all. That grace gonna take it all. Wherever I am, my sanctuary. He begin a new work in me like January. I'm in his presence like very early. No longer worried. God, baby, gon' finish. That's his word, say I remember. Philippians 1:6, I ain't gotta consider. I believe it in his word, yeah, I receive it. He trying to do a new thing, he not perceive it. That thing in you, he gon' work and see it.
Make sure we had a loaded fridge, no rubbish in the crib, and a stove in the kitchen. Y'all stay repeating how y'all clothes dripping.
I can't get that out my head.
Cause my mother had to wash my shoes, fit, every night. They laid me on the ground with a drink. So in the morning, they going from the road, the road, because throw them, nigga knows what it's right.
I heard they said, but you know I ain't tripping, still staying the booth like I'm selling tickets. Crack my knees, I get low like I'm Jimmy, low my distance, and my kids to the kids. Believing in me like I'm in the wrong hands. Crossing the sun and the spirit and brains. Joe Schmoes, throwing shows to season, throwing shows. I'm out here, unless my family clicking. In the streets, I ain't coming home unless I'm over chicken. And I don't dip until the flow just kicking. Say, look, no lotto, I ain't did it again, bro. Give me legal water, not my lotto. I'm home and keep the fair, I'm a home. Show my riches, home can't touch it. You want it all, I give them all, nothing less, I'm blessed. Kingdom step, give my money, walking with God, fresh. I ain't even stressed. They be like, see where you headed. Down the narrow road, but I'm invested. Keep the kingdom first and not second. Hold on, wait a second.
Just over a minute and a half played in the third. MP is out there with Michael Porter. Then there's Brandon Podziemski. Then there's Holmgren. And it's Robinson in at the 5. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
Boy, yet another missed opportunity here. Whatever they've talked about at halftime, it's not working.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Mavericks just played phenomenal. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he registered a triple-double, showing off all of his skills. Really just a phenomenal performance from him. Here's hoping we see more of the same from him in this one, guys.
Nice work, Allie. Thank you. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Now here's Irving to stop the run. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. The top scorers in the playoffs on our 2K leaderboard. MP, number 1. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Down low. Here's Gafford. It's hauled in by Robinson.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for Dallas. Nothing yet for him here in the third quarter. Fires in the triple.
You see the offensive force that is Kyrie Irving. Sometimes it's his scoring. Right there, it's his passing.
Good work there as he goes.
I just love the ball movement.
Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Outside Irving. To the middle. And stolen by Holmgren. MP with it, and Davis picks him up defensively. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by MP.
Wow, not sure what happened there. Yikes.
And the Warriors making a change here. Walker's checked in. And here are the Mavericks now. Pass the flag.
I'm so up to swing. 1, 2, get down. This one. Baby, call beat ball. Baby, call beat ball. Baby, call beat ball. Look at me. You know what I see. Worship. Bad. Worship. Yeah. Worship. Worship.
Here's the Warriors with the ball. They're on an 18-5 run here. On the floor right now for the Mavericks. In it small and power forward. It'll be flagged in Davis. Then there's Daniel Gafford. And it's Kyrie Irving. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
I like their defense today. When you don't talk about that side of the ball enough, you can really change the game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
I really like their effort in transition tonight, constantly pushing the pace and then turning that into points.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Mavericks just played phenomenal. He dropped an amazing number of points and put up double digits in 3 categories. A reminder of the amazing things that he's capable of on any given night. It'll be hard to match that tonight, but he'll try, guys.
All right, Allie, great stuff as always. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
Well, I expect they'll go to him early here, hoping for a repeat performance.
The Mavericks shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. That's good from Irving.
He's still one of the best guards in this league today. Irving's decisiveness and confidence, 2 of his greatest strengths.
Now, here's Holmgren. He's got 18. Back to MP. To the right side. Buffkin, another possession, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel. Actively seeking out his teammates.
Pass to Irving. From the arc. With the rebound.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Back to Alston. From deep. Connects again from distance. Victories his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Irving against MP. And Davis wide open. He shoots. Again the miss by the Mavericks. Here's Holmgren. He's still up. Now he's 9 of 10.
Well, he may be slightly built, but Holmgren can absorb contact.
And here are the Mavericks now. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Irving for 3. They get it back to the inside. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. 9 points for Kyrie Irving.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Hey, fresh out the greenhouse. Yeah, fresh out the greenhouse. Fresh out the greenhouse. Yeah, fresh out the greenhouse. That's the sea now. Thank God that's out the greenhouse. Fresh out the greenhouse.
Here's MP. Non-stop scoring machine right here. Walker out there with Chet Holmgren. Then it's MP. Then it's Anthony Black. And it's Buffkin in at the 2. That's the Warriors 5. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities for themselves by forcing deflection.
Well, another thing they've been doing right in this one is making the most of turnovers. Lots of points for them tonight off of them.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Mavericks was tremendous. He dropped an amazing number of points, and he did everything else he could have wanted as well, ending with a triple-double. A game that nobody will soon forget, that's for sure. How is he going to follow that up tonight? We'll see, guys.
Great report there, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
And here are the Mavericks now, after the Warriors picking up a basket just a moment ago. To the inside.
That's why I keep choosing to stick to the truth. God told me go, I went to work. That's why I finally been getting there.
I squeezed the grips, now I'm sipping the juice. There's so much work and I need a masseuse. I know there's power that lies in the tongue. I can speak this whole chance, guarantee that be loose. Never mind, aiming my noggin, I'm ducking and dodging. No love for my body to lose. Just like I'm making deposits of season and trying now I get this time to be cool. I'ma get it fresh out the greenhouse. Fresh out the greenhouse. Fresh out the greenhouse. Fresh out the greenhouse. I do the season. Signals up, trying to see the put up on the mind. Thank God it's time to read now. Fresh out the greenhouse. Fresh out the greenhouse.
They've got Black. Holmgren is out there with Jarris Walker. Then it's MP. And it's Buffkin in at the shooting guard position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Here's Irving. And the rejection by MP.
Boy, this has not been his night. The effort's certainly there, but he looks disjointed.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, MP in the last matchup against the Mavericks was tremendous. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and he really stuffed that stat sheet for them, ending up with a triple-double. What a game for him, and against their rivals, no less, which had to make him feel extra special. Guys, back to you.
Nice work there, Allie. Thank you. It's going to be interesting to see how he follows up that performance.
Yeah, he was the driving force behind that victory, but each night comes with different challenges.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
And so it's Dallas with it, following the score by Golden State. And the rejection by MP.
Now, how about this? He cannot find his rhythm in this period. This has been tough sledding.
Oh, man, MP to be young again.
Let's see the connected cam angle on that stunning play, brought to you by AT&T. Here's Irving. 9 points in the game so far. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Listen, let's not put it lightly. This guy has really struggled here.
Now, here's Holmgren. 24 points for him. Buffkin, no.
And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for Dallas. So the Mavericks 5 right now. A pair of first overall picks in the front court. Flagg and Davis. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Daniel Gafford. Pass to Irving. To end the run. The Mavericks rebound. It's not going to go for him.
There's aggressive, and then there's trying to do too much. His scoreless effort.
But I still got
Walker out there with Chet Holmgren. Then it's MT. Then there's Anthony Black.